Have you tried any TradePro indicator? If yes, stop this video and leave me a comment below and tell me which strategy is your favorite one. Now, if you did not try it yet, please also leave me a comment, even just to write no. And now I will talk about my favorite TradePro indicators. Let's go. Let me quickly tell you what is this. As you can see, I have a chart right here with two arrows, good results and poor results or not used. And on the other side, I have simple or complex, meaning that I grade these strategies by how easy they are to use and by what results I got so far with them. And then I have these categories: do it now if I'm using them now, do it next, or do it when and if there is time, or don't do it. By no means I do not try to say that these here are bad scripts. Do not misread me, because that's not what I'm trying to convey here. What I'm trying to say is that I did not invested enough time to find good settings and to understand how they work. And I never got good results. So this is the reason why I have them exactly here on the fence between don't use it or to use it when I will have time. So this is for me very important. Don't use it, like me, for me not to use it, because I already have one that is working. I have another one that it was good, but I needed to change my approach because I focused too much on the shorter time frames with this one. And I have another one that I like a lot, and I've seen some people sharing some good results with it. So I'm very interested to try these two when I get time from this one. There are people that have very good results with Ichimoku Cloud and MACD strategy. And I don't have any problem with that. It's perfectly fine. I'm just talking about what personally I like most. That doesn't mean that this script is better than this one. No, that doesn't mean. It means just that I find it easier to find good settings and good results. That's it. And that I'm more interested to focus on this one. At least for now. We don't know what the future is hiding for us. So again, very briefly, Ichimoku Cloud, I did not use it at all. I did not run any bots. I did not try to take any trades based on this strategy. And there is a very important reason for that. It's very complex. Although it's the only strategy that TradePro has a lot of documentation on, this is exactly its downside, for me at least, because it's so big, the documentation. You need to go through this huge document and see how this works. If you know how this strategy works, then it might be easier for you. But for me, this is another disadvantage because I don't really know exactly how this strategy works. And to tweak it, it's not very easy. It has all these parameters that are not very easy to understand, at least for me. Like I said, we are different people. Some of you might find this very easy and simple to understand, and some of you might find the ones that I like most very complex. So there is that. MACD one, it's mostly not on the complexity, but because of the results and the feeling. When I was tweaking the results, I did not like how it went. I don't know. I cannot really describe this feeling, but it's like when you do something and you feel that you are not on the right path, and you have this gut feeling that you are doing something wrong. And this is exactly what this strategy was for me. Because this strategy actually is very simple. I made a video about it. You can click up here and watch this video if you are interested to see how this works. Let's put it bluntly, I just did not like it. So that's why I have this on the fence of maybe I will never use them, or maybe I will do them if and when I will get the time to do it. Now let's get to the cool kids, for me at least. Right now I have bots running only on the EMA cross. This is the only active strategy maintained by me and the best settings I found so far. It is not the simplest one actually. Even though at its core is based only in this simple EMA crossing between the fast EMA and the slow EMA, it has a lot of settings that are not very easy to understand and use, and even more important, to find good results with. So it is actually very complex. I did not look too much into the Supertrend strategy, but it's much more complex than 3 EMA strategy. So this is the one that I like the most so far because I understand how it works, and tweaking it, I find it really good results. As you can see up here, I made few videos with very good results. And not only that, I am sharing these settings with my patrons. So if you would like to save some time, you are more than welcome to join my Patreon. and get access to them. Now, let's talk about these ones. Before I jumped on the EMA cross, I used most of the time the 3MA strategy. And I really like this strategy. I still think it's my favorite. The feeling when I'm tweaking it and trying to find good results, it's very nice. The reason I went to the EMA crossing was because actually I think I was too focused on too short time frames with this one. I was mainly focused on the 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes time frames with this one. And it needed a lot of tweaking to maintain those results. And I don't think this was a fail of the strategy, but a fail of mine, because I went to the EMA cross where it was easier to use the right time frame. Because actually it was very difficult to find any good results with the smaller time frames, and it was easier to get good results with higher time frames. Now I plan a comeback to the 3MA strategy at some point when I'll get time to do it, and try it only for higher time frames, because I still believe this strategy can yield very good results. So there you have it. Now the last one that I am interested to try is the Supertrend. Supertrend is a strategy that I really like a lot, and I think it's very beginner friendly. It's very simple to understand how it works, but I did not use too much time yet on it, because as you know already, I'm always focusing on what is working. And when I get time, I will focus also on optional projects. So just to recap this, these ones up here, I like the most, but at the time I'm using actively only the EMA cross, and I do plan in the future to give another try to these two right here. So having already 3 strategies that are working decently won't really make any point to waste any time on these ones, but I will see how this will develop in the future. I hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you up in the next one.